the sound check on the PA system.
That's no sound check.
哇塞，James Harden！
Hey, cool it, man. Look, we need to play these guys, you know? There's no difference between them and the Jets.
我们可是要跟这些家伙比赛的，他们跟喷气机队的球员没什么差别。Cool it?
Look, just act like you've been here before.
Stephen Curry!
We've never been here before. Hey, Corey! Don't be touching no him.
Hello and welcome everyone to Shanghai. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We have a very special presentation of the NBA All-Star Global Tour as the NBA Stars play an exhibition match against the Shanghai Bears.
Boy, you can't be anything but in awe of this roster the NBA has put forth. Listen to these names: Curry, LeBron, Harden, Harris. One of the best teams the world has ever seen.
And we hear all the time about super teams in the NBA. Well, this is what a super team looks like.
This should be a fun game for the fans of Chinese basketball, the NBA, and everyone alike. So Shanghai guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, and the fans here tonight have been fantastic. A full house coming out to see a lot of global icons.
And with players like LeBron, Curry, and Harden, they are huge names worldwide. And for many here in China, this is the only chance to see them in person.
It's stolen by G. Fast break, here they come. Here's AI, finished off the break.
Patrolling passing lanes well there. G-Chen active and looking to steal every...
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says, you can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And, you know, when you see Curry out in an exhibition like this, you can't help but think about how he has completely changed the way players think about offense. I mean, kids all
Making
over
him
the
1
world.
for 4.
Ooh, that has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
And they knew they'd bury one eventually. I mean, just a matter of time. Let's see if they can build
It's
on
meant
that.
to be a competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, and that tends to be the case for all-star games and showcase games like this. But I wouldn't be shocked if the game stays close to see both
Number
sides
of players
count.
that have played here in the Chinese League and the NBA, but Yao Ming undoubtedly helped build the bridge between China and the U.S. in terms of pro basketball. A great ambassador for the sport.
Free throw good, AI.
You know, when AI declared for the draft after his freshman year, many thought it was a mistake, and actually being snubbed and not drafted ended up fueling his fire.
Greg, a lot of groups came together for this NBA Stars exhibition. It's all about establishing a bigger connection to China.
Yeah, and it's no secret.
Damage
China
from
love-
deep, which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far. And, you know, the level of play we've seen from Harden guys the last few seasons, absolutely incredible. I mean, arguably should have won the NBA MVP
One of the things I love
awards.
about Harden's game,
I mean, he's a dime dropper elite.
Pass to Gung. Now, here's AI. Defended by George. And that one, good.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bears ahead, up by 15. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
You're only down by 10 at the half. That's good. Keep the pressure.
Hey, don't worry about that. I got plenty of it.
I'll be at the bench.
Yo, man, how you been? I looked for your warm-ups. Just missed you.
Likewise. You know, Coach matched us up this half, and I'm all in.
Okay, I feel you. Hey, how about this? A wager. Our flight's later tomorrow afternoon. You free for dinner? Show me around. Whoever scores the least points buys.
All right, bet. Nothing sweeter than a free meal. I'm about to put on a show.
I'm glad to see nothing's changed.
You ready?
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on our NBA All-Star Global Tour. It's the second half of our broadcast between among stars here in this exhibition.
Yeah, and LeBron is one of the most famous athletes in the world, and it is great. He would be willing to come on a tour like this. Says a lot about his commitment to grow in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Well, on some levels, it seems almost unfair for any team to have to try to compete against this roster of NBA stars. But tell you what, you've got to like what you've seen from this Shanghai side. I mean, somebody open around Harris, he's going to make you pay for it. Good recognition there.
And as to why the Shanghai Bears were selected to go up against this NBA All-Star group, they are one of the better teams in the Chinese League.
Yeah, you know, I'm still not sure why it wasn't the stars of the Chinese League against the stars from the NBA. Seems like an obvious choice to me, but kudos to the Bears for taking on.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Stars
The board
leading
is
by
actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Yeah, you know, Lillard
needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
pass to Meng. AI. Another 3 for Shanghai. And for AI, he was a player, Greg, who was strong in college, entered the draft, but couldn't find a team to take the risk picking him.
Yeah, and him not getting drafted might have been a case of AI getting misinformation about where he was slated to be picked. He'll have his chance to show what he can do versus NBA talent here tonight.
He showed some solid chemistry in their time together, Greg, at the college level.
Yeah, and that team ultimately came up short in Harris's final year, but you look back at the talent they had, and I would say they accomplished their goals. Harris was the star, and AI was a terrific sidekick.
Naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
AI with it. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How about that? A little tricky with the pump fake there. Once AI gets you in the air, it's over. You're done.
And so he makes both from the line. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Shing, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And you spoke about Harris. The game comes so easy to him.
Yeah, he just simplifies the game, doesn't he? Everything he does on the floor comes just so effortlessly, and that is something we rarely see.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Defended by Shing. Antetokounmpo, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That cuts the lead to single digits.
Another bomb for him right now.
Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Stolen by AI. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Absolutely no fear from AI. He has think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
Back to Harris, and stolen by G. Here's AI. Basket good.
AI putting in work on his interior game. He's actually looking more and more confident from there.
Well, it seemed inevitable that the business, and they didn't disappoint as they come out on top over Shanghai.
Credit to the Shanghai team, guys, for making this closer than many would have thought. But when you go up against the best of the best, there's not a lot you can do, even in an exhibition game.
There's just no way possible to slow down a roster like this. Not with LeBron, Curry, Harris, and the others being unguardable. I don't think there's another group on the planet that could compete with this roster.
Well, that'll do it for us. We hope you've enjoyed this star-studded affair of what has been a great night for basketball across the globe. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time.
You really did your thing tonight.
Yo, AI.
Good job.
Yo, Corey.
I gotta admit, we didn't expect it, but you guys got a lot of real talent on this team across the board.
Hey, I told you I was going to put on a show, huh?
Hey, Shanghai's a real good spot for you to land, man. The details, I was almost there. It's close.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just encouragement. I didn't mean it.
Man, I played my guts out there tonight, man. I earned... Man, I knew that you would do this. Every single time. It's like, you can't even let me have one, can you? Hey, Zane, come...
Listen. Okay, you got me. Okay, fair enough.
Zane.
No one likes to be showing up.
退后，我们稍后在记者会时回答各位的问题。退后好吗？谢谢。
It's your time. Hey, you need me to stick around, handle some of these guys for you? I'll give you your due.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Zane, this is Corey.
What's up, man?
You know, hey, let them know we'll take some questions together. Zane will make sure you don't make a fool of yourself.
Must pay well.
Not enough.
Okay, let's get started, huh?
现在开放问题。
What's the first question?